Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Jeff again. I'm actually just hanging out in my old strip mining area. I went back to that spawner in Vexland that I had been using that cave for, and it looks like since I've been there, Vex himself, I'm assuming, has gone through and done a lot of caving in that general area and pretty much lit up everything, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, closer to his area, but it left that cave as someplace that I could no longer go get a lot of good materials from. So I just came down here into my old area and don't know, because I went a couple layers above the strip mine, and I know it had broken into some caves that I had explored some of, but I did also notice that I left a lot of iron because that was not my main goal at the time. So I got a lot of iron sitting here that I'm going to just be perusing around and seeing if I can, find iron or darkness like this, because cave is always good. I love having this infinity bow. It's so great. It's such a powerful bow. It is wonderful. I do want to block this up, though. I'm going to grab all this. Not that I really need the redstone that much, because I have so much redstone from when Anders did that prank on me during his live stream, like, very early in this season. What is down here? Okay, just a hole down. Interesting. So I'm not really sure how much of this cave is left to be explored or how much iron I'm going to get out of it, but I was doing the alternating that I was discussing before. I am alternating my episodes on caving and building. I did some off-camera work actually to the hospital trying to get a color scheme and everything working right for the windows. I think it's coming along pretty well. I'll actually show you something at the end of this episode if I'm not in this cave still. Oh, there's an emerald right there. Oh, no. Whew, good thing I missed because I wanted to silk touch it. Gravel updates are so funny now. Nothing up there. Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to collect all this rail that I can just because why not? A way to have free rail is always nice. That was a scary, scary sound. Now, where is all this water coming from? Can I stop it? Or is it just one of those crazy surface holes that's... Oh no. Huh! It's definitely directly... There we go, that should stop it. Whoa, there's a spawner right here. A spawner of the evil kind. Well, maybe not. Maybe I already took it out. Wow. This is an extremely dangerous ledge. Let's get some of that lava covered up there. So I can get over here and get my iron. Somehow the iron went around the corner. Look at that. That was crazy. Okay, so it almost looks like I came through here. And more emerald. Let's silk touch this baby. Hello? I had already gotten the one emerald. That emerald literally disappeared. That was weird. Not exactly sure what's going on with that, but oh well, we can live without the one emerald, I guess. So, you guys noticed probably that I've been trying to get into Feed the Beast a little bit more. It's so funny because I made this extremely long episode trying to learn the basics of like Tinker's Construct, and I guarantee it was extremely painful for you guys to watch just because it took me so long to understand a lot of this stuff. But, you know, it's part of the way I do my videos is I learn on camera, and I do a lot of that to show, progress that I make, as well as to get suggestions, ideas, hints, tips, tricks, and things like that from the audience, which works out well. But I will tell you, I did all of that, and then I turned around and watched Nebris's video and was like, what is wrong with me? He's moved bases. Is this? I don't know if I did this or not. Stupid skeleton. It's a nice double spawner. Pretty good XP farm, I would guess, but I won't use it for that. But, he had to move bases. Not only did he just move bases, he has a more insane setup for his second base, and he's so far along. I don't know if I can really ever hold up to that standard in this game. Like, I don't get how these people are so able to not only understand all the different mods so easily and so well, but the time that it would take. And I believe Nebris still has a job. He might not have a job anymore. I can't remember. I know recently whoa, that's not good. I know recently he did. So he's not even like, he wasn't necessarily a full-time YouTuber. Get off. He wasn't necessarily a full-time YouTuber, and he's still, just ridiculously puts me to shame. It almost makes me embarrassed to, go back. I think what I'm going to have to do is, knowing that I'm not going to be able to match their commitment with time and match the understanding of these mods the way that they do. With time, I'm sure it'll come, but I don't know how long it'll actually take it to, to come, the knowledge to get to me. But I think I'm going to have to go about this a different way. And I do know that there's some tricky things that can be done with computer craft and the turtles, which is something I love anyway. But I know Guude was talking about it the other day, and he made sure that we were all very well aware that the ender chests, the color-coded ones, are not safe, because there's ways to basically hack them with computer craft and with the turtles and things like that. And he said, I'm just letting you, I'm warning you guys now before I do anything that, those are not safe. So don't think that they are, because I will be utilizing, some of these programs that I wrote, as what Guude was saying, to exploit the chests as his kind of battle way. I think I'm going to have to get into that type of thing as well. Maybe not necessarily with the ender chests, but I'm sure there's some other cool things that I can do. I want to find out how to do player detection with those things, and actually have my turtles pretty much going out to find bases and things like that. I want to write some really cool code for that when I get time. I don't even know if it's possible, but I want to write a bunch of cool code for the turtles to do cool things like that, because for one, that's something that Guude's really into. I'm really into it as well. Maybe I should ask Guude if we should partner up with some turtle stuff. But either way, I think I'm going to have to go about it a different way, because other people are focusing so much on just building up because they have the ability to build up and just get all the spells for their mages, or create nuclear weapons and create the digital storage environment that Nebris did, which was really, really cool, by the way. The whole digital storage thing that he's doing, so he can log out with his disk with all his inventory on it. I think that's really, really sweet ability in the game. I might look into something like that as well. But I'm gonna basically try to be not an exploit person, but doing things a different way. I'm not going to have the sheer power that other people have. I'm going to try to do things in a more thinking way. You do all the work. I'm going to somehow use my computer craft and the turtles and things like that to basically take the work away from you, or find you where you don't even realize it. Something along those lines. What did I get so far? 42. I got a lot of stone in there. Let's see. What did I have down here? Some gold. Nothing crazy special, but I'll drop these important items off here. I don't need those. Okay, and should I go back? There's got to be other cave around here that I'm missing. I just... Oh. Just made it really dark in here. Yeah, I think somebody calculated it out for me and told me I needed like 800 more blocks of iron or something like that. I mean, if I can pull off, you know, a couple stacks an episode, I just don't know how to do it. I could probably... A lot of people are also suggesting to me that, you know, I get iron from Doc or I get iron from Anders. I would take iron from them if they offered it to me, but I will not be asking them for iron. I'm trying to kind of do this on my own as much as possible, though I don't mind, you know, help and charity and things like that. I don't mind that at all, but I'm trying to refrain from asking for things. I already have to ask for cobble from Adlington in order to get the floors and stuff going, right? Because I was running out of cobble on a relatively frequent basis. There we go. Kill you. So I didn't feel bad about that or anything, but, you know, I've already borrowed some stuff for the hospital already, so I'm going to try to do as much of it as I can on my own. It is just a lot of iron, and with how many people have beacons on this server, I don't know how they got them all up to full power. Like the ones that spawn and stuff, I donated a lot of iron at the beginning of the season to the stuff at spawn, and I mean by a lot, I think I donated maybe like 10 or 15 blocks of iron, which isn't a crazy amount by any stretch of the imagination, but that's all I had on me at the time. But I mean, some people donated a bunch, but that was a community effort of donation, as opposed to like all these people, they have their own, they fought like multiple withers, they have multiple beacons set up, they're moving them around wherever they're like, you know, where they're mining at and things like that. And I don't know how they have the supplies and the resources, because I am trying my hardest to get iron and I am just running low. There's definitely a lot in the walls. I mean, I guess in theory I could put gold and stuff together too. It doesn't have to be iron, but I don't really have that much of that stuff either. So pretty much it's just, for me, it's finding iron. I guess there are iron farms and stuff you can do, so that might be where a lot of people are getting them from. Wouldn't mind going and exploiting an iron farm to get a decent amount of iron, but what are you going to do? But I mean, back to Feed the Beast. What do you guys think? If you guys know of any really cool ways that you can program the turtles or the computer craft to do things that would maybe some people wouldn't be expecting necessarily, because I have to look into it and see what's even possible with them. But is there player detection on those type of items? Like, can I make it so it goes out, or even a certain type of block detection? So if I just send it digging, like dig 10,000 blocks this direction, if you run into a type of block that wouldn't be one you'd normally find, like where somebody set up a base, basically turn back around, come back to home base and let me know where it's at, and I'm gonna go, you know, and find out what you got going on over there, because then I have a base to raid. I mean, I'm sure there's things like that that can be done. I just don't quite know how to do it yet. This stuff is all scary. Ugh. Trying to scope out the edges of this ravine to ensure that I get... No. Nothing that way. But I'll tell you, it's the weekend, and I've been off for 2 days now, which is great. I don't go back to work again until Monday, but I am more tired than I have been in a long time. I think I went to sleep last night at like 10:30, and I didn't get out of bed. Granted, I got up, but I didn't get out of bed until 3:30 this afternoon. I just kept waking up, looking at the clock, laying down again, turned on the TV, you know, things like that, and just been one of those rough times. It's a skeleton over there. Is it a skeleton? He's holding a sword. Why is it a skeleton holding a sword? Is that a place where I died? Is this one of those guys holding my stuff after I was killed? It's definitely stuff he was holding. A Protection 1 and a Bane of Arthropods 1. It very well could have been my stuff. I don't know. Ooh, look at this. Okay, some more iron over here in the corner. Not much, but it's some. I almost threw a carrot onto the lava. Not really sure what I thought that was going to do. Get this stuff, because I think this will let lava back in. The one got lost. Whew. Yeah. Oh, I got it before it went away. Nice. I almost just jumped off of this edge. Let's see here. How much more did I get? 25. Okay, I hear lots of enemies, so there's a dark spot somewhere. Sounds like it's like right in here. There's definitely a dark spot, but I don't see a lot of enemies in here. Whoa, oh, oh, yes I do. Why are they all holding eggs? What is going on here? Is there a chicken down here? I need to drink this because I let those guys like rock me. Is somebody trying to hold these guys in here? There's a cat as well. What is going on over here? Sorry if you were trying to hold this guy, whoever you are, but he's getting killed. I want to go explore this a little bit more. No? Where's this cat? I mean, I have a bunch of cats lost in the nether. But I'm just curious if this is one of my kitties. Where are you at? Are you up here? I feel like I'm getting closer to you. Got iron. Got a lot of iron. Nice haul. Oh, and darkness. Sweet. Very short-lived darkness, it looks like. And no more kitty. Yeah, this is somewhere I've already been. I really want to find this cat. I can't tell if you're actually up there. What if I come back down here? Oh, there you are. You're my kitty. Look at this. You're my kitty. That's so crazy. I don't know how you got down here. I'll take that. I'll take this thing. That's crazy. Oh, lapis. Okay, got my lapis. Oop, using my silk touch pick where I don't need to be. I'm gonna have to repair this pick soon. There's more iron. Nice. Hi, kitty. Let's get out of here, kitty. I gotta make my way back out to one of these paths, which shouldn't be hard. There's another one of these things. I'm like collecting the minecarts because I really don't feel like wasting the iron to make minecarts anymore. I don't need the flint. There we go. And I can get more rail track anytime I want, but let's get out of here. See if Kitty actually makes it. I don't even know how to get out of here. I'm just looking for one of these paths to lead me toward my strip mine or my branch mine. Oops, which I'm sure one of these will. Well, here's that double spawner area. So actually, I think it's Somewhere around here. Either way. I'll get out of here because I want to show you guys what I did to the front of the hospital before I end this video. But anyways, I'll catch you guys when I'm back up there. Alright guys, made it out of there. Ended up with 110 blocks of iron or something, or 110 ingots of iron. But what I had done in here was I changed this to panes, which I actually may go through and rechange to normal glass blocks. The reason I had made them panes is because I was lowering the layers inside because I wanted to finish off the windows, which by the way look pretty good. I moved my entrance over here. I finished getting it built, whereas this is the big trauma bay that has the big bay window like that one in the corner. And these are all the red team. Problem is here, I was doing some work on top, but this is a double wall because of the fact that right behind this is where the panes are. So I was trying to make the glass panes be able to come through, but it just didn't work out right. But I think the inside is coming along relatively nicely. I've got all these finished. The blue team right here with all its blue windows, the green team with the green and the green windows. The red team is a very small team. It's just the trauma base. Oops, I don't have any snow on me to fix that right now. But got all this stuff going here, so I think it looks relatively good from the outside. This H just might need to change to normal glass. It looks better than the clay or the wool for sure, but instead of using the panes, I might just do it to normal glass since I still do have a wall on the back end of it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.